King of the Road. Thanks again for watching the King of the Road show. I'm Jim King with a way for you to win free tickets to the Rich O'Toole concert at Starvin' Marvin's Bar and Grill in Beaumont on Friday, September 10th. Just log on to the all-new JimKingOfTheRoad.com and register to win. We'll be doing several drawings between now and the concert. Again, that's the all-new JimKingOfTheRoad.com for Rich O'Toole tickets. Oh, and stop by Starvin' Marvin's on 11th Street soon. And remember to ask your waiter or waitress how else you can get free tickets. We've got a lot of things to cover during the next 30 minutes, but first we'll pay a little tribute to our friend Elise Thibodeau, who recently opened a business in Bridge City. A bunch of people recently showed up for the ribbon cutting at Tiger Rock Martial Arts Studio, located at 1145 Texas Avenue, Suite B in Bridge City. The studio has been a dream of owner Elise Thibodeau's for quite some time.
Well, about 3 years ago when I became an instructor, I decided I really wanted to do this for a living. And I thought the best way to do that was to own my own academy. So my instructors, David Howell and Mr. Marv Conway, both of them were instrumental in supporting me in doing this. They were my mentors and guidance counselors when it came to opening an academy. I've been involved in Taekwondo for the last 6 years, ever since I signed my son up. About a week later, I said, boy, that looks fun, and I joined too. I'm a 3rd degree black belt, and I'm a level 4 international instructor.
Thanks, Elise, and congratulations again on the new business. During the rest of this episode of the King of the Road show, we'll re-air our exclusive with legendary singer-songwriter Robert Earl Keen. But first, we'll visit with Beaumont's W.L. Pate about Babe Didrikson-Zaharias, widely considered to be the best female athlete of all time. Ride shotgun with me and hold on tight as we cruise to the Brentwood Country Club to speak to W.L.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Here's W.L. Pate, president of the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Foundation.
Today, you know, what's really neat is that we're talking about the world's greatest female athlete, which is Babe Didrikson-Zaharias. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it, Jim, is you and I talked about off camera, is the fact that the money that we raise goes to Lamar University scholarships for women.
Excellent.
I found out, I didn't know this, but the Babe Zaharias Foundation has actually endowed more scholarships at Lamar than any other entity, and we're so fortunate to have such a giving community that help out Lamar the way they've done over the years, and we're just real proud of the part that Babe Zaharias Foundation has played.
Now, these scholarships, are they for female athletes? Or?
Female athletes, and we also have one actually in the College of Education.
Good. Of course, Babe Zaharias was born in Port Arthur and raised in Beaumont. Became a world champion athlete in a lot of different sports. Track and field, she won gold medals in the 1932 Olympics, and excellent golfer, softball player, basketball player. She excelled at all of it.
This guy's done his homework. No, you're absolutely right. When she started out, she actually went to Beaumont High School and didn't finish, quite honestly. Of course, appreciate this is the early 30s. She actually went to work for Employers Casualty, because back then they had the Amateur Athletic Union, which was bigger than the NCAA is today at the time. And so Babe was All-American basketball player twice. A lot of people don't realize just how good she was in basketball. She talked to the owner of Employers Casualty and said, you know, let's put together a track and field team, because it looks like for the first time in history, in 1932, they're going to let women compete in track and field in the Olympics. So the president of Employers Casualty went along with it, and Babe went to the AAU finals and literally won the event as a one-person team.
Wow.
Probably the most phenomenal achievement in the history of sports. And then after that, she won those 2 gold medals and tied for a 3rd, and the rest is history, as they say.
Right. And you can see her rich history at the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Museum, located in Beaumont at 1715 East IH-10. The museum is open daily 9 to 5 p.m. except Christmas. Babe was declared by Bobby Jones to be one of the 10 best golfers of all time, male or female. Babe's record for athletic versatility stands at the top for both men and women. She was voted the world's greatest woman athlete of the first half of the 20th century in a poll conducted by the Associated Press. Babe Didrikson was 6 times named Woman Athlete of the Year by the Associated Press in 1931, 45, 46, 47, 1950, and 1954. No other athlete in either division, man or woman, made this honor so many times. As a golfer, both amateur and professional, Babe knew no peers in her sex. She won every major professional championship at least once, and in the case of most of them, more than one time. She became the first American to capture the British Women's Amateur and the first performer to win both the United States Women's Amateur and the British Women's Amateur. She won 17 amateur tournaments in a row, including the British Amateur, the U.S. Amateur, and the All-American. Babe was the greatest female athlete of the 20th century. No one, male or female, has ever succeeded at such a high level in so many sports as Babe Didrikson-Zaharias. She played competitive baseball and softball. She was an All-American who led a team to the AAU basketball championship. She won Olympic medals in the javelin throw, hurdles, and high jump. She played competitive pool. She was outstanding in bowling, handball, diving, and tennis. Babe Didrikson-Zaharias was number 10 on ESPN's list of the top 50 athletes of the 20th century, male and female.
And I've heard stories about her actually hurdling hedges in Beaumont.
Over on Doucette Street.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's how she stayed in shape. And, you know, she was such a phenomenal athlete. I know we've all seen in A League of Their Own.
Yes.
And the technical advisor for that is a woman named Karen Kunkel, who actually played with that All-American girls professional baseball team. She saw Babe play in a spring training game, and she said if they had put her anywhere but tried to make her a pitcher, Babe Zaharias could have played in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
She was that good. I find it hard to believe that she wasn't the greatest athlete, because as much as I appreciate the fact that Muhammad Ali was a great boxer, he wasn't even undefeated. But Babe Zaharias is the only female still today that's ever won money in a PGA Tour event. And in 1945, she actually won the Pro-Am at the Phoenix Open. She shot 67, Byron Nelson shot 69, and Sam Snead shot 70. Wow. Now that's like going out today, beating Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods in a Pro-Am from their tees.
She was that good.
She was that good. And because it was Babe, it was like ho-hum. You know, I mean, they really didn't even think about it being so phenomenal, and that was without a sponsor's exemption. She actually had to qualify to play in the tournament.
Of course, that's W.L. Pate. As I said, local business owner. He's also the president of the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Foundation.
Well, we've got quite a legacy. My father, W.L. Pate Sr., the Colonel, Ben Rogers, John Gray, Thad Johnson, and Milton Bell were the original executive committee of the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Foundation. Milton actually designed the museum, a great architect, right here in Beaumont. And we have scholarships named after all of them at Lamar University, Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Scholarship.
Hope you enjoyed our visit with W.L. Pate, president of the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Foundation. Visit the Babe Didrikson-Zaharias Museum, open daily 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and located at 1750 IH10 in Beaumont. Tell them King of the Road sent you.
Jim King of the Road.
It's the King of the Road show, and you're watching King of the Road's best clips.
I just doing nothing. It's something that I do.
Coming up next, Robert Earl Keane.
It's something that I do.